Hello everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and my entertainment rundown for today is a review of the film One Life. Before we get that though, I just want to say this is my Holdovers sweatshirt. It didn't win the Oscars that I wanted it to, but I'm still giving it publicity. Barton College, if you've seen the movie, you know what that is. But anyway, to One Life. This is a film starring Anthony Hopkins. It's a true story of a man named Nicky Winton. He lived in London, and during the World War II, he was in his late 20s, early 30s, and he had friends who lived in Czechoslovakia when Russia invaded Czechoslovakia. And there was one place that people could still get out of the country, and that was around Prague. There were trains operating out of there. And so he goes to Prague to see what the circumstances are there, and he sees all of the refugees, primarily Jewish refugees, but a whole bunch of people. And what he's particularly taken with is that there are children there, and they're in danger, from the invasion. And he determines that he's going to try to get as many children out of Czechoslovakia into London, put them with foster families for the duration of the war, and then they'll be reunited with their parents. And the movie is like 20 or 30 years later after all this happens, and that's when Anthony Hopkins plays the role. And then it flashes back to the time during the war, and Johnny Flynn plays the younger Nicky Winton. But it is just one of these movies that grabs you. I don't usually like flashback, back and forth, but in this case it works. It helps build the dramatic intensity of the story, and the fact that it's based on a true story is great. Anthony Hopkins is just a treasure. His talent, the way that he just lives inside the characters that he portrays, are just amazing. It's a great performance from him. The film is rated PG because I think there's just a little bit of mild profanity, and there's some violence that is in the film because it is wartime or pre-war time. I just loved it. I'm not going to give you any indication of where the film goes and how Nick Winton was impacted later on in his life by all that had transpired with the children. But it's just great. It's emotional. Somebody asked me, they said, well, this is sad. Oh, yes. I love sad movies. Everybody knows that. And this one was just right up my alley. But again, it's once again a movie that shows what individuals can do or have done. In this case, has done what Nick Winton accomplished, and that makes it even more the better because it's true. So I scored it 8 out of 10. I surprised myself looking down at the score, but it's that good. We've just had this rash of movies, Ordinary Angels, Cabrini, different films like that highlight the beauty of the human spirit, and this movie certainly does that. So I urge you, if you get a chance, see Anthony Hopkins' performance, see the film for the goodness that is there. I think you'll really enjoy it. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of the film One Life.